The main issue that has led to us caring so much about others is our schooling systems. We do something good that leads to a reward, we get an award and recognition for it, which leads into the pattern of expecting validation and recognition, which I'm sure you already know you probably aren't always going to get from others, or not the way we want. Validation from others is pretty much what we're all geared towards, and also naturally as human beings measure ourselves by. Being in the pack meant we survived, but now it gets out of hand. We overcare, we over apologize, avoid activities or expressing ourselves due to the fear of being judged by others, and don't speak out how we truly feel, afraid or knowing that it makes someone think differently of us. It can be exhausting. You don't feel like you can be authentically you sometimes, and if you become too used to caring too much about what other people think, you could go your whole life doing what others want, conforming to the expectations of others and what they want for you, not what you truly want. How do we stop caring what others think of us in a society where all it feels like is that we should, or it might even be canceled even? Right now, I'll be going over some psychology and other thoughts that will leave you being able to increase your confidence, feel more authentic, and feel less stressed from the strain of caring too much about what others think about you. I personally really struggle with caring too much about what other people think. It held me back for a long time from doing what I want, so I know what it feels like. I hope this video helps. You'll never be happy trying to make everyone happy. We want to, right? Your parents, your friends, the people you used to know but now you just see them on your Instagram feed. We want to live up to their judgments and expectations of us. Add in the feeling in our head that everyone is constantly carrying what we're doing and watching us, and you've got yourself comparing yourself to others on social media. You're being judged negatively, overthinking conversations and imagining stressful scenarios. I have wanted to start this YouTube channel for 2 years, but I didn't actually start till about 5 months ago. I was so worried about what others would think. I never even said anything about it to anyone for a year. To convince myself to do it, I bought myself a bunch of self-help books and YouTube advice books. I honestly probably didn't need it all. In practice, recorded myself because I was so self-conscious and just worried about what other people would think.
Second day of trying this as much. Holy shit, this guy's hauling ass.
A couple months later, after I finally had started making some videos and felt like I was starting to get the hang of it, I posted it onto my social medias and realized no one cared. A couple people watched. I got some positive feedback from friends and family, like just a couple people though. No one else gave a f. We all feel like the main character, the center of the world, but truth is, we all are the center of the world. We all have our lives going on. You're the main character just as much as everyone else is to themselves. Nobody is paying as much attention to you as you, because they're paying attention to themselves. You need to accept this reality. You are going to have people that hate you, people that you piss off, because you are doing you. It's out of your control. It's gonna happen. You aren't gonna make everyone happy, because if you try to, you'll be living for them, not for you. You have to live life the way you want, because you are living to satisfy your life expectations, not theirs. Just like you don't expect people to live the way you want for you, which if you do, you shouldn't. You should not have to live to meet their expectations either, because what they think of you is their task, their problem, their job. We get caught up so much in what other people think of us that their perception of us feels like it's our problem. You can't control what they think, just like you can't control your thoughts on them. My parents, they've been suggesting me a bunch of different jobs and careers that they think I would be good at since I took some time off from school. I don't know if I'm going back. Yeah, they just, I love them, and no hate to them. I love them, and seriously, they are my everything. But if I live to satisfy their expectations and what they want me to do, not what I want to do, I'd be learning to be a PE teacher right now. Nothing against PE teachers, but that's just not what I want at all.
I failed in professional sports. Now I just take my anger out on kids.
I know I have more ambition than that. Here's another thought that really helped me. For those situations when people tell you what you should and shouldn't be doing, everybody thinks and says what they would do, not what you would do, because they aren't you. Everybody talks and thinks in the situations of what they would do almost always from their perception of things. So if they aren't where and who you want to be, you don't have to follow it. If you're in a situation where maybe you do, maybe you literally have no control, probably your parents or something. Plan when you can and when it makes sense to, but shoot for sooner rather than later. Follow the right people and the path that you feel is right. Back to the biggest issue, needing recognition from others. We are so worried about being judged by other people, which is what leads to us constantly craving recognition from others. But this comes back to not properly separating our tasks. What another person thinks of you, if he or she dislikes you, that is that person's task. not yours. To stop worrying about what others think of us, we need freedom. And by freedom in this context, it means accepting being disliked by other people. Accepting that the true authentic version of ourselves and experimenting in new hobbies, activities, and opportunities is going to be held back if we place value on not being disliked by others. It requires acceptance of this. This doesn't mean that you should be taking this out of proportion and not want or try to be liked, pranking everyone at the party by putting laxatives in the fruit punch. It's more of not being afraid if you are disliked. You are living for you. Cut back on anything or anyone that is making you forget this. If it means disappointing people, it's probably going to be uncomfortable, but you have to remember that you are your top priority. So live the path that you feel is best for you, not for them. It's going to take time to get used to this. Don't expect it to happen overnight, but just knowing this is a good first step, and remembering it is a good second one to get started. For the next week, every time you feel the feeling of caring too much about what others think, ask yourself why you're feeling this way. Remember that you are living for you, not for them, and just keep it in the back of your head. That doesn't mean you have to say or do the thing you want yet. Keep doing this and work up to when you feel ready, get comfortable with it, and then do it when the time feels right, hopefully within a week. And if it's social media, cut back on it. And then do what you need to or put yourself out of the situations around those type of people. This video was inspired by a couple concepts from The Courage to Be Disliked. I highly recommend it. Don't let people hold you back from living life the way that you want. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found this video helpful, please consider liking this video and maybe even subscribing if you feel like it. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Focus on doing your best today and strive for progress.